Welcome to Chess to Impress and lesson number 5. Lesson number 5 is about defensive moves. In chess, you don't always get to attack. Sometimes you get to attack and sometimes you have to play defense. Before you move, you need to see if any of your pieces are in danger or your opponent has any threats. If they do, you might have to play defense. When playing defense, you have many options and they are on your screen. The first one is to defend the weak squares. Second one is to block the attack. The third one is to run away. The fourth one is to capture the attacker. The fifth one is to attack something bigger. For example, if they're attacking a bishop, you attack their rook or put them in check. As you can see, white has a strong attack here. They are attacking our pawn on h7. The queen has its eyes on h7. The rook has its eyes on h7. And the only piece which defends it is the king, which means we have to control this square. We have to kind of bring in reinforcements. We need to do something about the attack. We need to play defense. So how can we play defense and take care of the threat queen captures h7 checkmate? Pause this video, think for yourself, how can you kind of defend this threat? How can you get over this threat? To be frank, there are 4 correct moves. Let's go one by one. First move is g6. If you play the move g6, the queen no longer has her eyes on h7 square. Another way would be to play f5, right? Even the move f5 blocks the queen from coming to h7. The queen can slide, the queen cannot jump over other pieces, and the rook protects or defends the pawn on f5. Another way, and my favorite one, would be to develop the knight on f6 and protect the h7 square. And a nice little one would be to play h6. If you play the move h6, the rook again does not control h7, right? If the queen were to come on h7 next, you just end up capturing it because the rook, this pawn kind of stops the rook from looking at h7, right? So play defense when it's required. Please play defense. You cannot attack all the time. Yes, sometimes we need to defend. Position number 2, the rook is under attack. Find all the ways to defend the rook. I'm not talking about retreating or moving away or going sideways. I'm talking about defending it. Let me just flip the board. Yeah, we are playing as white, by the way. We need to defend this rook. Do not run away. Do not run away. Just protect it. So one good way would be to first, let's start with the bishop. How do we defend it? We can play bishop e2. Defend the rook. Or maybe for that matter, we can also play bishop d3. Defend the rook by blocking the attack. Another way would be to play bishop c4. I think this is the best possible move one can play in this position. Note that the rook cannot capture my rook on d1 because the bishop pins the rook against the king. Moving this rook anywhere would be illegal. 3 little moves and you lose the game. So bishop c4 is another way to defend it. Many other ways, maybe playing a move like rook g3 check in between move, or by playing rook a3 to defend it, or by playing a move like rook d3 to come in between. Right, so many possible ways to defend it, but the best one is to play bishop to c4 and pin the rook on d5. Position number 3, white is threatening to play what? You tell me. Think, pause the video and let me know. If you thought about rook a8, you're absolutely correct. That's what white threatens. White threatens to play rook a8, skewer the king, and win the rook on h8. What do? We need to prevent this move. We just need to stop the rook from coming to a8. There are multiple ways. One would be to play bishop d5. Bishop d5 controls the a8 square and the rook can no longer go to a8. I can also slide my king up and above. I can play a move like king d7 or king to c7. If I play one of the two, the rook can no longer go to a8. King d7 or king c7. I can also play a move like bishop e6. Bishop e6 is an amazing move because if the rook goes to a8, my bishop can just block the check and it supports my pawns running all the way and becoming a queen. Love it. I can also play a move like rook to e8, right? If I play the move rook e8, this is also a good way to defend against that threat. Rook e8, right? If you play, I can just move away because now my rook is defended. Many possible ways to defend, right? Other moves would be to play rook g8 or bishop g8. All these moves help because if you give a check, I just move my king, the rook is protected. Many ways to play defense. Alright, now this is important. Which black pieces are in danger, which black pieces are under direct line of sight or are in attack. The queen is in danger because the bishop looks at our queen. The rook is in danger because the knight is attacking our rook. There are many good answers, but we need to understand, do we save the queen or do we save the rook? Of course we save the queen, but is there a way we can save both? Yes, there are many good answers, but the best might be to play queen b7. It gives a check, which is an in-between move. The king needs to go somewhere. Let's say they block or they move, whatever they do. Now this piece hangs and we can capture the knight with our queen. Amazing. And the last but the most important thing, what is white's biggest threat? White's biggest threat is to play rook d8 and checkmate us. Now how do we take care of this threat? If we move our queen, it's still a checkmate. If we move our knight, let's say there, we end up losing our knight and the threat is renewed. If we move our bishop, again it's a checkmate on d8. So what do? There are two attackers controlling the square. There's only one piece which defends it. We need to add a defender. We need to attack the square with our own piece one more time. So we play king c8. Now you might say we're still losing the queen, but that's completely fine because rook has 5 points. 5 plus 5 makes it 10 and the queen has only 9. So it is completely alright to give up your queen for your opponent's two rooks. Rook d8, queen captures d8, rook captures d8, king captures d8, and this is an equal game. But first, we need to take care of this threat. That's why we play king to c8. So yes, defending is as important as attacking. And the 5 ways in which we can defend is by defending their weak squares, or maybe defending our weak squares, blocking the attack, running away, capturing the attacker, or attacking something bigger. If they attack our bishop, you attack their rook, or put their king in a check.